Hi, I'm Amy from Roberts & Co, and I'm just wanting to bring you a bit of an update on the Rental Rights Bill. Landlords who've worked with us for a while will know that we've all been watching for the Rental Reform Bill, which unfortunately didn't quite get through Parliament before it was dissolved, and now we have a new government. So it's been fleshed out last week in the King's Speech that there will be an updated version of this bill, which is going to be called the Rental Rights Bill. It's always been known that Labour were going to take a slightly different tack on this, and I think we can all take from it being the Rental Rights Bill and what sort of format that's going to take. So not really surprising, but there's going to be, I think, more protections built in there for tenants. So what we know so far are basically the headlines for the new bill. There are some changes, there are some things that were already going to be brought in, and then there's the changes to Section 21, which a lot of landlords I think will be quite concerned about. So today I'm just going to run through kind of those headline bits and would encourage any landlords, whether you're with us or not, if you are concerned about anything that's going to come in, do give us a call. We'd love to have a chat about it and see if we can help you. So the first part of the bill is going to be decent home standard. So we're expecting this. This is already legislation that exists for social housing, and it just means that the home has to be in a nice standard to be let. It means that you can't let homes with hazards, and that it needs to be, nicely decorated, and that somebody is going to want to live in it. Most of the landlords we work with absolutely do this already. It's not something to be particularly concerned about. It is designed at eradicating landlords who let really, really low standard properties. On the other side of that, we're going to have Abbs Law, which is related to mould and condensation. This is a massive bugbear for a lot of landlords and tenants. It's always been a bit of a bone of contention, but again, it is something that already exists in social housing, and I think it's not unexpected that that's going to come in as well. The third one that we know about is there's going to be a mechanism to challenge rent increases. So again, this already exists, it's Section 13, and tenants do have a mechanism to challenge unfair rent increases. We don't know what that's going to look like just yet. We expect it will be something along the lines that it is now, where there's going to be an ombudsman set up and you can challenge rent increases that are unfair via that mechanism. There will be the right to request a pet, which is, again, a bit of a bone of contention for a lot of landlords and tenants. It doesn't look like they're going to force it. So I think if you are concerned that Labour are going to make sure that you can't refuse pets, that doesn't look like it's going to come in. It looks like the tenant will be able to put a written request in for a pet, and if you want to refuse, there needs to be sort of reasonable grounds for that refusal. The final one is the biggie, the Section 21 changes. So as we all pretty much knew was going to happen, Labour have committed to abolishing Section 21 notices. Again, what this means in practice, at the moment we don't know. There will be some strengthened grounds for possession elsewhere, which is what was going to be put forward in the previous bill that didn't quite get through. There is a real issue here on whether or not the courts can cope with this mechanism, and I think there's a lot that needs to be ironed out before that comes in. I know we've spoken to a lot of landlords that are quite concerned about this, but it's not something that's going to come in tomorrow. I would be surprised if it even came in by the end of the year. So you've got time, you don't need to make any snap decisions, and as ever, we're here if you want to discuss anything about your properties or if you're concerned about any aspect of it. Thank you very much.